we're gonna hop right into it. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Theories. Beyonce's pregnant stomach seemed to fold on itself, creating rumors that she was wearing a fake belly and actually hired a surrogate to carry her child. Stevie Wonder is not actually blind. People say what gave it away is when he tried to catch a falling mic at the White House in 2010. Kanye West's mother was actually sacrificed, which he actually admits himself. I don't even know if this is a conspiracy or him just admitting it.
I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Future.
You understand?
Yeah. I appreciate
Michael Jordan. What about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
Some celebrities live multiple lives. A long time ago, very rich and famous people were given the opportunity to join the Illuminati, where they got their DNA and memory extracted and saved so that when clones were made of them, they can then use that vessel to live forever, over and over and over again. But what do you guys think? Do you believe any of these? And follow, because part 2 is crazy. Wildest celebrity conspiracy theories. Beyonce's pregnant stomach.
I honestly think so. Yes. Oh, they time travelers or something going on.
Kendrick Lamar just made one of the best diss track music videos ever. And here's some stuff that you might have missed that I'm gonna tell you about. In the music video, Kendrick Lamar is wearing this blue tracksuit. And on the tracksuit, if you look very closely, you can see the dates 8/8/24. And I'm speculating that he's gonna release an album on August the 8th of 2024. And if it's not the album, then it's the snippet of what we heard at the beginning of that music video. Either way, I'm hyped. There's also a scene in the music video where Kendrick Lamar is seemingly getting jumped at night by a person impersonating Drake wearing a ski mask. But he can't exactly touch Kendrick Lamar, being pushed off by his aura. Hence Kendrick Lamar just saying, "Hey Drake, you can't touch me." Kendrick Lamar just made one of the best diss tracks.
Did anyone else find the invitations to the all-white party extremely weird? This is the highest profile party in the world called the all-white party. It's hosted by billionaire Michael Rubin and it happens every year on the 4th of July. But there was something about the invitations that just didn't sit right with me. This one is Tom Brady's, this one right here is Drake's, and this is Quavo's. You can see all of the celebrities' invitations if you just look them up. But if you pause and look at the artwork, there's some weird stuff going on. These invitations were done by George Condo. This is a very popular artist and some of his artwork goes for millions of dollars, and he gave each celebrity their own unique invitation. And I looked up some of his artwork and he has a lot of interesting stuff, including when he collabed with Kanye West for one of his album covers, he drew him up a bunch of artwork. Yeah, I mean, speaks for itself. A lot of people question what actually goes down during this party, especially after they saw what Michael Rubin made Meek Mill do, jumping around like a bunny because he supposedly lost a bet. And then in the private jet, when Lil Baby and Meek Mill were saying that they were gonna get drunken hugs if they don't behave at the party.
I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
Did anyone else find the invitations to
But the law says if you made a mistake, you rescind.
Whose law said that? Law of the United States? Yeah. Well, who controls the law of the United States?
Legislatures.
Yeah, legislators that have their whole own agenda. Laws mean nothing. You give me the currency of a country and you can make all the rules in the world. That's all that matters. Who's in control?
But the law.
When this woman was ready to pay, something horrible happened. She put the soda bottle on the counter and her face showed that something was wrong. As the cashier begins talking to her, the customer responds half-heartedly to her. But the cashier senses something is not right. Since the cashier is a mom and grandma, she started talking to the baby to keep things calm. While doing this, she noticed the woman was starting to sway and looked like she might pass out. The cashier quickly grabbed the baby's arm, knowing it would be dangerous if the woman fell while holding the baby. She pulled the baby closer and saw the woman losing control. The cashier tried to hold the woman's arm to stop her from falling, but she couldn't keep her grip and the woman fell to the floor. The lady was having a seizure and needed medical help as soon as possible. The customers and the clerk worked together to get her the help she needed right away. They quickly called for an ambulance and made sure she was safe until it arrived. The next day, The woman came back to the store to thank the cashier. She was grateful because the cashier had possibly saved her baby's life by acting quickly in a scary situation. Do you think the cashier is a hero? When this woman was ready to pay, something horrible happened. She put the soda bottle on the counter.
Will Smith knew.
You felt that the government was deliberately spraying cold germs in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus. This is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel that?
People are going to chase me after this. People are going to chase me. I believe that it is quite highly possible the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing.
By American agents?
Absolutely.
Will Smith knew.
You felt that the government...
Melanated people, stop calling your hair dreads. I'm finna tell you why. When you go to your search bar and you look up dreads, this is what pops up, right? But if we go do the etymology and look up the definition of what dread means, it means the anticipation with great fear. That terminology stemmed from slavery. They knew the power of our locks. Y'all don't believe me? Let's read the highlighted. Slave traders regularly shaved the heads of their captives, and the term dreadlock was originally derived from slave trade. Description of Afro-textured hair as dreadful after it naturally formed into locks during the Middle Passage. Let's read dreadful, causing or involving great suffering, fear, or unhappiness, extremely bad or serious. That's what dread means to them. They know the power of your ether. Think about it. Every great revolution that was had, they dreaded seeing them locks. Yeah, they dreaded seeing the Haitians. They dreaded seeing that Turner. They dreaded seeing them Seminoles. They even put this in the Bible. Samson confessed he would lose his strength if his head was shaved. We are Samson. We get our power from our locks. That's why we dreaded them. It gave us power. Let me know what y'all think about these love locks in the comments.
Yes, I truly agree with that, honestly. I feel like I can manifest more with just having locks a lot of stuff, man, you know. And you can have more energy, you know. These things hold energy, for real, honestly. Shout out to the locks, man. Shout out to everybody wearing locks.
So are we souls with an S because we are entities, or because we're ancestors? Is it more than one soul inhabiting this body, or are we just one soul? I'm trying to figure this thing out because I want to combine spirituality and health together.
So this is how I look at it. You have the conscious self, you have the communal self, or what we call the tribal self, and then you have the ego self. So I believe that we are fifth dimensional beings that's having a human experience in this vehicle. This is an avatar. But the life is in the blood. That's the reason why if you drain the vehicle or the vessel of the blood, you're draining it of the fuel and all the necessities that it needs to live. And you see that this body become lifeless. So where's the life truly at? The life is in the electrical conduit of the body, plus it's in the blood. When you check the blood and you look at how much bacteria is helping the blood function, you have to sit back and ask yourself a question. What is bringing me life? What brings us life is something called a signal. This signal is an electrical spark that comes from the infinite or the universe. It's called epigenetics. Dr. Bruce Lipton talk about this all the time. Without this signal that comes from the environment that molds and shape you through the hair of your skin and tell you how to interact with your environment, you will be nothing but a solid block of proteins. So what gives this solid block of proteins, or what we call amino acids movements, is a signal. But guess who take the signal though and give the instructions to the amino acids of the body? The microbiota. So I believe that we are our ancestors, and I believe that our ancestors are the microbiota. Once you get into prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, these things is 4 to 7 billion years old. These things was here before they claimed that the earth existed. So if these microbiotas and these pre-existing ancient bacteria existed before us, then who are we? This is nothing but a vessel. So like, who is really speaking right now? You know what I'm saying? And these are questions that we really got to start entertaining. So based off of that prognosis, I would say that we are many different living entities that create a one, kind of like the Power Rangers, you know? They had their own unique skills, but when they morphed and they put their hand together and they created one big ass vehicle, and they was able to whoop a lot of ass. But as individuals, they were still great. But once they brought that community together and became one, that's what made them up. I believe that God created 7 billion different people to experience his creation. And I believe that we are all part of that Christ consciousness, or what called God consciousness. But I do believe that we are percentages of the sun, but I believe all of us together make up the entire sun, or this intellectual energy property that we call God.
Yeah, honestly, I do too. For real. We are all one at the end of the day. Like, you know, we just experiencing this life through different perspectives. Short, tall, ants. Like, it's just experiencing from different perspectives. That's really it. That's how I look at it.
Who is the devil in your eyes? Is he also an alien, or is it not a real person, not a real spirit? Who's the devil?
Let me tell you what happened. So if you look, you go again into the ancient tablets, you discover that a Yahweh, who's in the Bible, is known as God, right? Yahweh is known in the ancient text as Satan, the Lord of Eden, E-D-I-N. The land between the Euphrates and the Tigris rivers is where they had the Eden, E-D-I-N. When he has his outdoor laboratories, what I like to call it, where they discovered that mating these people together would work if they had enough genetic diversity. What happens is his brother, Enki, who's now known as Satan, he comes in and he starts talking to the people there. And he starts telling them, it wasn't just Adam and Eve he was talking to, there were other people there. And he was telling them how powerful they really were. The mysteries of the universe was inside of their body, and that they had the ability to ascend even to a higher level than even them. These people then realized that they weren't animals. They clothed themselves. And by the time this Yahweh character, also known as Enlil, comes back, Satan, he realizes what's happened, that his brother has given them the apple. What's the apple? Knowledge. And so he gets...
Nobody is listening to this prediction by Post Malone. I wonder why.
Move somewhere, because whenever martial law is declared, you have...
He was on this interview where he said that the biggest lie is the US government, and started explaining what we should do when all of our cards fail and martial law is declared.
Whenever your cards fail, whenever your banks fail, and you can't use your card anymore, you have 3 days to get out of where you are, because that's when they're coming for you. That's the big move. That's checkmate right there. And they think they have you. But move out to the country, get your scraps, stand up for yourself, build a tower, build a long road to where you can see.
So 1.9 trillion is actual cash, and all the rest of it is just...
Imagine we're at war with a country, and then they have the best hackers.
Yeah.
Or whatever. This is all hypothetical. Bro. But you go to swipe your card and it doesn't work. And then everybody in America goes to swipe their card
and it doesn't
work.
Do you think that Post Malone is very aware of what's going on? Nobody is listening to this prediction.
He definitely was, for sure. But dang, like, most of your money is just on a card. Like, it's just, you know, you can't even see it for real.
Important life lessons.
I mean, you can see it, but like,
important life.
You only see a number, like a double, like a digit.
Lessons found in nature. This caterpillar wants to become a butterfly, but in order to do that, it needs to be able to focus and sit down in one spot. Sounds like something you're not gonna do. This caterpillar is not getting distracted by its environment. This caterpillar could have easily remained the same version of himself and stayed comfortable. But he decided to get uncomfortable, focus on change, and sit in one spot while he does it. This caterpillar isn't looking for other caterpillars. It's not partying with other caterpillars. And it's not acting like a butterfly, he's actually becoming one. See, the problem with us, a lot of us act like we have our wings, but we ain't never really even sat down and did shit for ourselves. So when you give yourself that time, space, and opportunity to transform yourself, and you focus on transforming yourself for a consistent period of time, you will transform yourself. It's important to understand what kind of life does the best version of myself live. A butterfly can't see his own wings. So it's cool if you don't know your value at first, but you so can't feel them wings, so you better spread them. Nature can teach us a lot, and butterflies teach us how to pack all our shit up from the past and change. He's not living like a caterpillar no more. He's flying everywhere he goes. Caterpillars, all you gotta do is get your shit together. You need a period of time where you in a...
That is true though, like, man, like, that's crazy. He come from a caterpillar into a whole butterfly that can fly. He been moving like this the whole time, and now he can fly. That goes to show you, man, if you just sit down and really figure out what you want to do, you can fly too, you know? Not like that, but y'all get what I'm trying to say.
In a cocoon focused on spreading your wings. This book can instantly get you into your cocoon mode. Comment art and I'll send you my ebook, The Art of Getting Your Shit Together. This is a
Have you ever wondered how luxury brands justify their exorbitant prices? Recently, Italian prosecutors made a shocking discovery. Dior produces their $2,800 handbags for just $57. Could this be the ultimate scam, where we pay for nothing but the brand's name and image? If Dior's pricing strategy is this inflated, what does it say about the true value of luxury goods? Could it be that we are all being manipulated into believing in an illusion of exclusivity and worth? What if the real question is, how much more are we being deceived by other luxury brands? You be the judge. Don't forget to follow and keep our content alive. Have you ever wondered?
Meanwhile, this is what we are dealing with. People taking food out of automated food delivery robots.
I remember
In
this.
Korea,
This is
a person
crazy.
sends his own delivery
They
vehicle
really
to
was
the store.
doing this.
When it arrives, the store workers and customers all help to get his order ready. What's amazing is that in this situation, everyone respects the process, and no one takes anything that isn't theirs. It's interesting to see how the store workers carefully work together to make sure he gets his order. He gather his items and load them into the delivery vehicle. Afterward, he drives his vehicle back to his apartment and successfully receives his order. Local businesses are frustrated because people continue to steal their food deliveries. This bad practice forces them to remake the orders all
That's
over
crazy.
again. How can we solve this problem? Meanwhile, this is what we are dealing with.
People be doing anything.
Y'all, scientists just found a deep sea animal that's not supposed to be in the shallow parts of the water, yo. This is crazy. Look at this. They literally call these the aliens of the deep.
What is
But the
that?
crazy part is, this is in deep water. Now remember I was telling y'all, man, if y'all been paying attention to my content, y'all know. Just come to my page and find out. But look at that. I'm telling y'all, that's not the ordinary jellyfish, man. Then look at that. This what them joints supposed to look like, you feel me? Spooky. The pre-fill-ya.
The ice wall has actually been found. They filmed it. Watch this.
The ice starts to go from smooth to starting to break up here. Like, where aren't we right now? What planet is this? Just take a photo picture. I like how that Earth is meeting the glacier. See that interesting shape? Oh wow, it's making? Just mesmerized. I've never seen terrain like this. It's so insane, isn't it? How? Because this is right at the edge of it. Pools of water. Ice. Like cold. I don't even know what like nothing you've ever seen. Nothing like it blows away anything we've seen so far. Oh man, the ice below us is that's like the Grand Canyon of ice. Yep. Just like blown away looking up at the walls and the peaks next to us.
The ice wall has actually been found.
Let's talk about the dynamics of sibling relationships when there is like a black sheep in the family. If there are multiple children in a family, there might be what they consider the golden child, and that golden child thinks their shit don't stink. And they're very quick to point fingers and judge the black sheep and call them out. But the golden child fails to realize that perhaps the version that the black sheep had of their family or their parents was completely different than the version that they had. All the things that you may have wished to have experienced with your parents, for example, as the black sheep, maybe at that particular moment, your parents couldn't give that to you, but at the moment that the golden child was in a position to receive that, the parents were able to give that to the child, and so they had a different experience. And even though there is a different experience, it's obvious, the golden child cannot understand that. I mean, the dynamics are different for every family, but for example, let's just say you are the first child and you are the first kid of your parents and they were moved to another country and were just trying to figure life out. They didn't have a stable job, there was a lot of stress going on, so you had a version of that parent. And as they got more stable, maybe they brought another human into this world, a brother or sister, and they had money, they had a house, and so that stress that they had when they had you in the beginning, they don't have that anymore. That gets projected onto your sibling, and so they had a different version of you, of their parents. The golden child is like a great member of society, you know, like they're good workers. I don't see them doing anything big in this lifetime, where I feel like the black sheep went through a lot of drama and trauma to break free from that family genetic generational tie, and they were meant to do something big in this life. The golden child is just like is doing what society, you know, expects them to do. They probably went to school, they probably got their masters, they got a job, they have the white picket fence, and they did exactly what the parents always wanted, you know, their children to do. Whereas the black sheep, they march to the beat of their own drum, and that kind of triggers the golden child. Because the golden child will never be able to be at the level of the black sheep. The black sheep is like the generational curse breaker. The black sheep goes against society. The black sheep, you know, is broken free from the matrix. The black sheep just doesn't care what other people think of them. The black sheep is everything that the golden child maybe secretly would like to be, but doesn't have the balls to be that way. And there's also something else called the lost child, and that's like another dynamic where they're not the black sheep, they're more leaning towards the black sheep, but they don't really care about like making a huge dramatic change the way that a black sheep
forms of mind control, and people go through their list and they will always end up with religion, government, you know, the Pope, rap music. You would say whatever, but no one said the one and true master of your mind, your mother. You wouldn't give a fuck about religion if your mother didn't make you go to church. She's the facilitator of it. She's the one who had your mind. So the pain you feel is because of what she did or didn't do, because she's the first programmer. She's the first programmer. That's what they tell you in the Willie Lynch letter. Get to that mama, because she'll train the kid to feed out your hand. You understand what I'm saying? So your mama is the double-edged swords, but the reality is she's not your mama. Everyone down here is playing a role. You are self-created. You have no mama. You have no father. You are going through this to recreate yourself. You're going through this to improve your DNA. That's the whole journey. You are in the underworld right now. You're going through the gates right now. Your boat has stopped between the two lions right now. There's plenty of stories and methods to get out in the pyramid text that you can use right now. Panic has left right now. The only thing waiting is for this body to go. What I can guarantee you niggas right now is I couldn't come back. I've graduated. It's gone. The pain is gone. The weight is gone. The anger is gone. The need to be right with you is gone. I say, well, nah, we're not talking pushover. Nah, nigga, that's wrong. Well, panic roulette. Nah, nigga, that's wrong. Panic roulette. Well, maybe you're right then, nigga. That's as far as I'm going. I'll try to reason. I'll try to tell you the alternative. But if you feel that way, I'm not going to argue with your shadow, Tupac. Those days are done. And what's the greatest?
Workers stick beautiful sand and gravel onto the solution, making it look like an expensive piece of art. However, the predecessor of this craft is actually a pile of broken glass. First, workers shovel the glass into the furnace. Once the glass melts, they use an iron pipe to take out a small portion, repeatedly rolling it on the platform to form an initial shape. Then they blow air into the glass solution with great lung capacity. When the solution hardens slightly, it needs to be reheated in the furnace. After softening, colorful sand and gravel are adhered to the surface, and the process of rolling is repeated to integrate them. Next is the polishing stage, which needs to be done by experienced masters. After multiple rounds of polishing, the solution needs to be placed into an iron mold. This ensures that even if you blow hard, the glass will not deform or break. Then, the glass is reheated in preparation for carving. Once taken out, the master rotates and opens it, quickly achieving the desired shape. At this point, a spout is made at the mouth of the jar, and a new piece of glass solution is attached to the body of the jar. After a bit of trimming, the handle is formed. Finally, the bottom of the jar is heated and trimmed, completing a beautiful glass jar. Of course, they can also customize it according to your requirements. Workers stick beautiful sand.
Some organisms like axolotls and lizards have the ability to regenerate lost limbs, something that humans can't do. So, why can't humans regenerate limbs like these creatures? Axolotls, which hatch in ponds alongside siblings that may nibble on them, likely evolved this regenerative ability as a survival mechanism. Humans, in contrast, replace about 10 billion cells daily through a continuous process. This suggests that humans may have inherited the genetic potential for limb regeneration, but somehow these genes could be switched off or modified. When other organisms regenerate their lost or damaged tissues, their cells must divide faster. However, evolution might have suppressed rapid cell division in humans to avoid uncontrolled cell division, which could lead to cancer. This inadvertently sacrificed our ability to regenerate tissue. Interestingly, salamanders can regenerate tissue while rarely developing cancer. The axolotl, easily bred in captivity, has become a focal point for intensive research. When an axolotl loses a limb, cells migrate to the wound site, reverting to a less differentiated state. These cells form a blastema, a mass of undifferentiated cells similar to embryonic or stem cells. Immune cells, called M2 macrophages, reduce inflammation at the wound site, while fibroblasts carry positional information allowing cells to differentiate into appropriate specialized cells as the limb regrows. Recent mapping of the axolotl genome is expected to accelerate our understanding of limb regeneration genetics. Some organisms like axolotls and lizards have the ability to regenerate.
This is how AI might take.
That is interesting though, like how they can do that. And you like wonder like, what if they're using that lizard DNA to create something like that? You know, for something else. Who knows? But that is interesting. We can't grow back our arms. That's it. You get your arm cut off. That's it, man. It's tough.
Personal assistants like ChatGPT and Siri become smarter and more integrated in everyday life. 2030 to 2050, brain-computer interfaces emerge, allowing direct interaction between our brains and digital devices. 2050 to 2100, AI-powered prosthetics and exoskeletons enhance humans' physical abilities. We start to become cyborgs. 2100 to 2200, AI implants enhance memory and learning. Genetic engineering combined with AI boosts health and longevity. 2200 to 2300, mind uploading allows partial digitization of human consciousness. Physical bodies become optional. 2300 to 2500, AI-human hybrids. Digital society emerge. Human consciousness merges with AI, creating a unified entity. Humanity evolves into a new species, fully integrated with AI. We explore the universe with unmatched intelligence and ability. You see, all this time you thought the AI was going to take over, when it was us the whole time. Make sure to hit that follow button because my next video will blow your mind. This is how AI might take over.
If you want to think about it, AI is no different from us, so we are AI already.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin had a secret meeting with the Anunnaki. Most of the UFO activity you see in the sky is these beings returning. They travel via Stargate and can be there 1 second and gone the next. They were too technologically advanced for Russia to monitor their ships. Kalashnikov bullets didn't work on these beings. They literally bounced right off of them. They had advanced plasma-based weapons that made light work of Russia's military. According to whistleblowers, Russia has 7 encounters with these beings. Typically, the Anunnaki govern areas that are entrenched with war. A lot of these beings take residence in subterranean parts of the planet. Some of the beings that fought in the Orion Wars are still worn on this planet. There's a lot of different entities in subterranean military bases. Most of the underground bases are reptilian cloning facilities. A lot of these bases are concealed in Antarctica. This is why Antarctica is so heavily guarded and protected by military. The people running this government aren't really human. They're reptilian shapeshifters. Politicians are just puppets. There's a shadow government behind them. The ancient stargates are reactivating and new beings are visiting the planet. As the years come, the Anunnaki will reveal themselves. Russia's President Vladimir Putin had a secret meeting.
Did K-Dot do this to you, dog? Drake looked like he owned that shit. You know, the Ozempic, dog.
Oh, nah, he do look messed
that
up.
That motherfucker aged like a motherfucker over a few days. You look like Dennis Graham like a motherfucker. And you took your happy-go-lucky ass to Mike Rubin's all-white party, and that's why you're not like us, dog. What the fuck did K-Dot do to you? Look at this shit. That motherfucker look old as fuck in the face.
He's like a dog or something.
See, that's what happened. You did all that evil, and it came out, and now look. You're starting to look weird like the rest of Hollywood, motherfucker. All you motherfuckers starting to look different now. Maybe that blindfold and came off our motherfucking eyes and we starting to see what you motherfuckers really look like. Cause dog, you aged a lot. I mean, a lot, dog. And that's fucking different. Either just a zipic shit, a motherfucking clone, a motherfucking
like
skin
that,
mask,
man.
or something.
Nah, he actually
All I
do look
know
old.
is
He really look old right there, for real. He gotta be at least 50 right there. Dang.
That was the sound of a firework hurling into a crowd of people while watching a fireworks show and the Jonas Brothers. This POV kind of left me with more questions. I wanted to know if the people were okay, so I have a second POV here in this video for you to see.
Oh, wow.
This happened in Ohio.
That is
at the
dangerous.
Edwards Stadium. It's a university in Ohio called Brigham Young. People were just going to enjoy themselves and watch this fireworks show and the Jonas Brothers. The sound of these fireworks whipping through the air is horrifying. People were injured, several people to be exact, and one person was seriously injured, but I think they could pull through. I'm super glad that more people weren't injured.
That's that, yeah. That's dangerous right there, for real.
These people just called a bird talking. If it flies, it spies. Can you make out what he's saying?
Oh my gosh.
This is insane.
He's talking. No.
That's interesting.
We do travel.
What the heck?
Wait a minute, y'all. Now, is he really talking right now? Because this is throwing me off. Does it sound like he just said something?
That's crazy.
That is. That's very crazy. What?
What else can it say? I don't know. I don't even know. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. The bird is actually... It is talking. I swear to God.
They're listening to all of us.
He's so
super big surveillance program.
Like a robot? Because that's a pretty good moving robot. What?
Why is a bird? Yeah, say something. It's like a microphone coming out of his beak.
It's like saying something talk about. Look, its eyes look like cameras. Wait, it just peed. It just pooed.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Don't trust anything in the sky.
Careful, Willow. Okay, yeah, I was scared of him. Like, dude, get out of here. Whoa!
Strange. Don't forget, stay weird.
Oh no.
These people just called a
He's
bird.
in something, but that's crazy. Is he a robot? See, I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe sometimes, for real. It's crazy though. That bird was talking. I don't, in my book, that bird was talking. Well, he's just a robot or something. In my book.
So we all remember when J. Cole said how many people faking their streams getting played from machines? Yep. This is what he was talking about. Stream farming. So that means a lot of these streams and a lot of these
That's
views
crazy.
that we be seeing could potentially be bots. That's crazy. And I just wonder who's behind this. This just goes to show you though, bro, what you see ain't really what you seeing. And if you count behind whoever could potentially be behind this just shows you that it's all illusion.
Dang, they got a whole lab for it.
Hundreds of phones that's lined up, that's clicking on videos, watching videos, that's giving them views. Which means they're not real people. Which is absolutely diabolically crazy. And a lot of people that be crashing out for clout, this is what they really crashing out for. But I'm curious though, gang, what y'all think about stream farming in the comments? Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. I guess J. Cole wasn't capping after all. So y'all remember when...
It's a good way to get your views up, huh? Just buy a bunch of phones. Imagine somebody really got this in their house. Imagine somebody like, what? That'd be crazy. Like, they that dedicated to get their views up. But that's crazy. I wonder if that's really how this works.
I can't believe Prince said this.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing and you didn't know why.
Some of you wake up and see all these trails in the sky, but you don't live by one airport. They say it's just condensation from the plane, or that they're using these big tanks and airplanes to test weight limits. But what do you think? Is it just condensation coming out the plane, or was Prince actually onto something? And make sure to follow this page, because tomorrow's video
Prince
will
knew.
blow your mind.
Prince knew what was up.
I can't believe Prince said this.
You know.
Why is nobody paying attention to this? You can see Gilly and Wallow signing this huge deal with Barstool Sports, while people pointed out how Gilly looks scared and worried. Were they selling their souls here as people claim?
We sacrifice so we could be standing here. Oh, what a hell of a life. Been waiting so many years.
I'm gonna skip this, y'all. Copyrighted.
Have you ever seen what happens when you put a bunch of babies in a room with a bunch of giant snakes?
How is that even safe to do?
Okay, so first watch this clip.
What the heck? How are the parents even letting this happen?
Which is concerning me. I know, it's unbelievable.
Dude, okay, the babies look really happy.
Caregivers. And so if something
They're not even scared of the snakes.
Different occurs. Sorry.
It seems like the adults are more scared of the snakes than the babies are.
So this was actually a social experiment, and what it showed was that fear is actually taught. We're not born with it. Because you see these babies touching the snakes, playing with it, and they're not scared at all. All because these babies haven't learned yet the fear of snakes. Have you ever seen what happens when you put a bunch of babies in a room with a bunch of giant snakes?
How is that even safe to do?
Okay, so first watch this clip.
What the heck?
The piece that I have on right now is called the heartogram. I feel like, you know, I sacrificed myself for my loved ones. So putting together the heart and, you know, the pentagram really resembles me, you know, putting my heart on the line for my friends all the time and family. The piece that I have.
The most controversial topic on the internet right now is this man right here, Sketch. If you don't know who he is,
You ever heard the saying,
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, brother?
that's the man who started it. He's one of the
What's
top
up,
streamers
brother?
in the world right now, and he
That's
had a
funny.
very quick rise
We
to
came up
fame.
with
The
that.
NFL endorsed him along with many other celebrities, but recently something came to light that sent the internet into chaos. His past of making content on OnlyFans surfaced the internet, and things got wild. The internet, being the way it is, ripped this guy into pieces, but his friend group basically saved his life. He then hopped on Twitch to confirm the allegations with 100,000 people watching him live. Watch this.
Did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly. Cat's out of the bag. I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them. But no excuse there. What, I guess. Yeah, that was me. I fucked up. I won't do it again. I'll be honest. Plan A was probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Like, shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but I'm changed. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. Friends that I've made over the past couple years came in and they saved me.
The most
Just want to say hi. That's it. I just want to say hi. How you doing? Good. I was on the set of Boston Legal with you. I remember working with you. Great time. Oh, good. I mean, I don't know how the hell you do it. You look young. Yeah. I mean, you got the hair and everything. Yeah. Is it the babies? I mean, I need the secret. You know what I'm saying? Drinking. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Preferably if the person's alive. Okay. Suck on like I'm a man.
Keeps you young, right?
Keeps you young.
And this guy's pushing 100. He looks younger than these out here. I love this guy.
That's crazy now.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. John Bravo, by the way, screenwriter and producer and director. Just want to say hi.
There's definitely some wild stuff going on, man. You know, people got all this money and stuff. They can make time to do little stuff behind your back, you know. So, yeah. I think so for sure. What is this?
So Hurricane Bro just touched down in Houston early this morning, and it's not looking pretty. Yeah, and the storm really didn't come to play no
I didn't catch this one.
And the craziest part about the storm is that they estimate that it will reach the Midwest. And the storm has left hundreds and thousands of people without power, ripping the roofs off of houses and leaving over a dozen people crying. And if you're in Houston, I hope you braced yourself for the storm. They said it's supposed to last until the afternoon. And majority of these clips, they came from this morning. As y'all can see, high winds and heavy rain. Gang, we know what time we in. And crazy storms like this, and the craziest part is that I'm gonna see this storm. Yeah, later on tomorrow. Isn't that just, you know, delightful? Great? Awesome? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this hurricane that just hit Houston in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Make sure y'all pray for Houston, because they gonna need it. So Hurricane Bro.
Your poop normally travels smoothly all the way through your colon. But if you're constipated, your intestines absorb too much water from your poop. This makes it dry and hard, causing it to move very slowly through your colon. Eventually, the slow-moving poop impacts with more poop, causing a blockage. And this can lead to a large, hard mass that completely stops the colon from moving your poop. Your poop normally travels smoothly.
Dang, imagine the people that's not like taking, you know, poops after they eat, you know. Like you, like, dang, do y'all, not to ask, but are you guys pooping regularly, you know? Dang. That's why, like, all of us, for real, like, you really gotta detox your body, especially if you eating, like, crappy. You have to, you know? And I think that's part of it, why that, you know, get like that. That's crazy.
Okay, okay. 哇，单手，哇，他的头特别硬啊。挂脖子。
I know that hurt.
Okay.
Forget that. I know that hurt. Oh, okay. Okay, alright. I know that.
Do this every night to activate your pineal gland and open your third eye. So a powerful practice to activate your pineal gland is to meditate in a pitch black dark room and visualize a candlelight. Doing this will activate your pineal gland because the pineal gland is activated in the dark with no light. And this is when it starts producing melatonin. And visualization is directly connected to the sixth chakra, our imagination, our mind's eye. So doing this before bed will help you not only activate your pineal gland, but it will enhance your dreams and it will help you get a deeper, more healing sleep. Do this every night to activate your pineal gland and open your third eye.
No disrespect.
Oh, bud, I spent a...
No disrespect to the queen. This is for educational purposes only. Women, you have to stop wearing these booty band straps. Why? Because they produce something called lactic acid. What is lactic acid? It suffocates and deprives these cells of oxygen. The true purpose of exercise is to 1, increase circulation, and 2, bring more oxygen supply to these cells. But when you wear these lactic acid booty bands, they 1, decrease circulation, and 2, deprive these cells of oxygen. And what does lactic acid do? It actually increasing the aging process. So this exercise is actually unhealthy. This will age you faster, and I know you want to look good young forever. So what should you do? You need to 1, go get my ultimate health guide, so that way you learn true exercise science. It has men and women exercise program in there, and it has a meal plan that you can follow. And 2, go get my...
Oh, bud, I spent $100 at the grocery store today. And then I realized my EBT card gets reloaded first thing tomorrow morning, bub. So I am sick about it. Could have been spending Uncle Sam's money, and I'm spending me cash. Right. Yeah, I gotta get that back somehow. You know what I mean? You got $1? I sure don't, brother. You don't? What's that deal, man? There you go. Everybody should have a damn $1. You know what I mean? Yeah, I figure you're poor or something like that, need help with life. And no. Even though I did spend that cash, bub, I do have a lot of abundance of dollars stacked up from the oil rig down in Austin. You know what I mean? It's under a RICO investigation.
I don't know why I find it so funny, but it is.
Back in the death. Right there. You know what I mean?
So, but I do have an abundance of dollars. Like,
yeah, but I'm gonna spend it all in one place. You know what I mean?
That's gonna be funny to me.
Yeah, no, I got dollars. No. I'm not in need, sir. So I still got some left here. It's all right, man. You ain't gotta be ashamed of it. I know when I was at the bottom, you know, sometimes my pride would creep in, but God don't mind helping. You know what I mean? And
he talking about his pride would creep in. Yeah, this is too funny.
Listen, somebody told me this, and I know this to be true. Your kitchen is supposed to be your hospital for your family.
Right.
What kind of hospital your mama gave you? Little babies eating McDonald's fries all week.
I like that. That's a cold saying right there.
It's the truth. Your kitchen is supposed to be the hospital for your family. Your family is strong and healthy because of your kitchen. How many bitches can say that?
Wow.
Yeah. Who you know that makes sure they take care of their family? I'm not saying there's none who don't.
Right.
But I'm saying most situations in America, your family is raised off garbage. Your kitchen is full of Little Debbie's and motherfucking
a lot of bitches decoration. These bitches don't even go in now.
Listen, somebody told me this, and I know this to be true.
Watermelon is the best fruit of all time, and it's not even close. Here's 5 facts you didn't know about watermelon. 1. Watermelons are both a fruit and a vegetable. Technically, watermelons are considered a gourd. However, they're classified as fruits because of their seeds, and classified as a vegetable by farmers because they grow alongside all the other vegetables in their garden. Watermelons are even the state vegetable of Oklahoma. Number 2, they're called watermelons for a reason. This delicious fruit is 92% water. Number 3, watermelons come in 1,200 different varieties. But to make things easier, they're always classified into 4 different categories. Number 4, the biggest watermelon ever grown was in Tennessee in 2013, weighing in at 350.5 pounds. Number 5, watermelons contain an anti-cancer compound known as lycopene, an antioxidant that is known to reduce the risk of several types of cancers, cardiovascular disease, and macular degeneration. Like and follow for more. Watermelon is the best fruit of all time.
Day number 8. And you know how we rockin'. Nothing but fruit, baby. All June. This here is a little melon bowl I made with a cantaloupe and some blueberries and raspberries. Don't come for me in the comments. Let's get healthy, family. All month, we eat nothing but fruits. Let's get healthy. Day.
It came to my understanding that the body can house hundreds of spirits, bro. Maybe even thousands. You gotta understand, man. These are just our physical vessels. These are just our avatars. I'm what's inside that's speaking. This is just my suit that I'm using to drive in this physical reality. So that being said, beings can jump inside of this vessel. And I feel like those beings can either be positive or negative because you can have walk-ins. It came to my understanding that the body can house hundreds of spirits, bro. Maybe even thousands. You got
how to function once you awaken or once you're conscious, because once you first find out about your awakening or the consciousness and the lies of this world and this earth, it starts to really mess with your mind and you feel like you don't want to do anything because you recognize everything is almost a system that has been ran upon people. It's the matrix. But what you have to realize is that you actually look at it like you have the advantage over this particular situation. You know what to look for. You know how to read energy. You know how to see who people truly are based on your feelings and your intuition, and you get more powerful and knowledgeable about the true power within you, so that way you can navigate through this matrix. Because if you're still here in the physical, it's for a greater cause. So it's best to live within this matrix but function at a high level so you can make sure that it doesn't drive you crazy and go schizophrenic or wild or something. You're in control, and now you have to control the matrix yourself. How to function once you awaken or once you're conscious, because
we've done studies with novice meditators, and we were curious to see what kind of biological changes would take place in 1 week if you went all in. We draw blood, and we look at about 2,882 metabolites. And at the end of 7 days, the novice meditators, almost 100% of them, show substantial biological changes in their blood that suggest that they're living in a different environment. Now, here's the weird part about it. They're in a ballroom. They're actually making those changes inwardly. And I say to our research team, where are those chemicals coming from? And the person's not taking any substance. It's coming from within us. And so the nervous system starts manufacturing a whole pharmacy of chemicals equal to the person's intention and emotional state. And it's how we think and how we feel that begins to alter things in our lives. We've done studies with novice meditators, and we were curious to see what kind of biological...
That's crazy how our thoughts and feelings can really affect what's going on around us like that. And like, it literally transforms you, like, you know? That's crazy. Like, man, that goes to say we really got some power in them thoughts sometimes, you know? Especially if we feed into them.
Cause hell no, I don't remember that. I don't remember. This is new. This is some new bullshit. No,
yeah,
no.
This is definitely.
The cicadas wasn't pissing on us. That's not what they was doing. That's not even what they capable of. That's a lie. That's not PPE. Cause hell no, I don't remember that.
Wow. I thought the tree was doing that, giving up. That's what I thought for a second.
Yo, bro, every day I question myself, like, why am I still bi? Like, I should just go lesbian. Men aggravate the
Then go to the women and stop talking about us. I really don't understand. It's almost as if You go to a store on purpose and then complain about what the store has to offer when you already know what it has to offer.
That is kind of true. You got a point.
Like, the actual truth is further than any fiction you could fabricate in your mind. And then that's why when they put it right in front of you, you won't even know it's there. Like, the actual truth is...
You know what I love?
So Hurricane Bro just touched down in Houston early this morning, and it's not looking pretty. Yeah, and this storm really didn't come to play no games. And the craziest part about the storm is that they estimate that it would reach the Midwest. And this storm has left 100
life hack that'll guarantee you will never get stopped by the cops, okay? And this life hack is tested because I use it every single time I go on road trips, and it has never let me down, okay? You ready for this? Get you a rich dude bike, okay? And tow that shit everywhere. You know who rides these? People with great lawyers, and the cops know that. That's why they don't fuck with you. This is the best investment I ever made in my life. I don't even know how to ride this bike. Look at them crooked ass handlebars. I have a life hack that'll guarantee...
Wow. Kick it for him. I'm a bicycle lawyer. What? This is real? Nah, no way. He said, I don't want to ride the bike.
Never get stopped by the cops, okay? And this life hack is tested because I use it every single time I go on road trips, and it has never let me down, okay? You ready for this? Get you a rich dude bike, okay? And tow that shit everywhere. You know who rides these? People with great lawyers, and the cops know that. That's why they don't fuck with you. This is the best investment I ever made in my life. I don't even know how to ride this bike. Look at them crooked ass handlebars. I have a...
Wow. He might be right. Somebody said, can confirm I am a bicycle lawyer. So, he might be right.
Somebody taught me something, it's called the Jones effect. Like, where, let's say you come around, if you come around a certain area and you like, I'm a millionaire or I'm popular, and basically you say you popular and you get people to come around and put cameras in your face, right? Well, more people gonna come because it makes like a Jones effect. If that person like it, then another person gonna like it. But if nobody liking it, then it's hard for a person to be rare and just come out and be like, oh, I just like your music. So like, I think that's what happened. I didn't really have nobody that was like, yo, I like it. Somebody taught me something.
He blew up out of nowhere though, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like somebody told him to say this. But, you know, hey, ain't none of my business. You a part of the industry, man. So.
McDonald's launched a nationwide $5 meal deal, and it's supposed to be a massive McDonald's flood. The whole time they're serving you poison with a discount. If this food was even slightly good for you, why would it only be $5 across the entire nation? Well, it's two reasons. For number one, they're gonna make a whole lot of money because you know people gonna literally stand in the cold for this $5 meal. And for number two, these people do not care about how you feel or your health because they're making it cheaper so you can buy more. And the crazy part is McDonald's has a lot of secrets you don't know about. So just comment part 2 if you want to know these secrets, and hit follow so you don't miss that video next. Love y'all, family. Stay conscious. McDonald's launched a nationwide $5 meal deal, and it's supposed to be a massive...
The gym is I do it for mental. I don't do it to try to have a big bicep. I want to look good, so when I shake somebody's hand, they're like, oh shit, this guy's disciplined. He's probably gonna take care of me, right? Okay, I want to be remembered. Not as the guy that's out of shape. Nobody remembers the sloppy people. They remember the sharp people, right? Those are the people they refer people to. Do you agree? People say, well, I don't have time to work on my health right now. Trying to get ahead in life. Yeah, you think you getting out of shape is going to make you run faster? You think you getting out of shape is going to help you kick everybody's ass? Yes or no? That actually hurts you. It's quite the opposite. Anybody in here ever gone to the gym and walked out in a bad mood? When you were done playing soccer, how'd you feel? I don't. Okay, can I ask you a question? Can you go back to doing that right now? Do it then. It's your freaking life. The gym.
This dude X was so spiritual and he tried to put you guys
The gym is like, yeah. Especially if you're going through some mental stuff. Yeah. Go. You know. Go to the gym.
but you didn't listen. He had a whole collection of spiritual books.
Even if you can't go to the gym, take walks, you know? For real. Take long walks. that's just like, you know, you would just start thinking about ideas, all type of stuff. So yeah, do that.
He was deep into the power of the mind. Look at this stuff. So when Albert Einstein himself says that everything is energy, this is not philosophy, this is physics. This is the stuff, the power of the mind that X knew, and he tried to tell you, but you didn't listen. He put healing frequencies in his music, and look at the difference between 432 and 440. Look how much more disruptive that is. What that is the A note. So they changed the standard A note pitch from 432 to 440. In 1953. Screenshot them. And you're gonna want to save this video because nobody else is putting you up. Listen to me very closely. In his song F Love with Chippy Red, he put the healing frequency to heal your root chakra throughout the entire song. And I let the people in my community, which you can join on my profile, I told them exactly how to do that. That's called the Cato Click. You can join it on my profile. X understood this because he studied the power of the mind and the universal laws. Not to mention that Nikola Tesla himself said if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. That's exactly what I'm telling you, and that's what music is. Music is literally magic. And right here, Cato Music, this song is your sacral chakra. This song is 432 hertz. I pitched my song Rain Man to heal your root chakra.
They tell us the truth in plain sight.
I only have one more try? Well. Someone's looking desperate. Thought I told you to leave me alone. I can help you, kid. You just need to hear out my demands. What crazy thing do you want anyway? To eat my soul? To rip out my teeth? Are you gonna replace my eyes with baby heads or something? Yeesh, kid, relax. All I want is a puppet. A puppet? What are you playing at? Everyone loves puppets, and it looks to me like you've got a surplus. I don't know, man. Mabel worked really hard on these. Seems to me one little puppet is a small price to pay to learn all the secrets of the universe. Besides, what's your sister done for you lately? How many times have you sacrificed for her, huh? And when has she ever returned the favor?
And some people don't even never have jobs at all and are still successful. Jobs mean just over broke, bro. They mean just over broke. A job is only there for you to fund what you really trying to do in life. And then once you don't need the job no more, you can go and dip all, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, bro. A job only funds what you truly want to do. Like if you make music, just go to work for your studio time. You know what I'm saying? Or if you doing this or doing that, like just work for your studio time. And some people don't even never.
You know, there's a reason why I eat this every day, right? But yo, earlier today, there was a moment where I had to catch myself because I was about to complain about something. And then I had to remind myself that 8 billion other people today had experienced life differently than I have. So whatever it was that I was about to complain about, in the eyes of others, can be perceived as a blessing. And that's when I told myself, man, let that be the last time I even think about trying to complain about something. Because whatever it is that you're going through, there's someone else out there in this world that's going through something a lot worse.
It's true.
Keep moving forward.
I mean, that's all you can really do is keep moving forward, you know? Stuff is gonna happen, you know? Good, bad, all that, man. Shit just be happening for real.
If you think about the last time you had bare feet touching bare soil, I mean dirt, grass, sand, this was the last time that you earthed or grounded. Earthing and grounding is a very real thing. You see, human beings, we build up a charge. If we don't contact the surface of the earth, we don't discharge into the earth. Walking on the surface of the earth will actually change the pH in the body. pH stands for potential hydrogen. It's a measure of charge. It's a complete fallacy that you can get alkaline by drinking alkaline water. Right? Alkaline water is not going to change the pH of your blood, but you can get alkaline by contacting the surface of the earth. It's very, very healthy for you. That's why you feel so good when you go to the beach and you lay on the sand, you get ions from the ocean. You feel amazing because you're getting sunlight, vitamin D3, you're getting salt water and salt air ions from Mother Nature, and then you're actually walking on the sand and you're discharging, you're becoming alkaline. The second thing is getting safe sunlight. Something very special about first light. It not only resets cortisol and melatonin receptors, but for the first 45 minutes of the day, there's no UVA or UVB rays. And so it's very safe sunlight, but it will still stimulate the production of vitamin D3. If you think about the last time you had bare feet touching.
So to be honest, the only way I see you can actually stay healthy in the United States is for you to gain knowledge of the proper foods that's going to be complementary to your genetical structure, and you being disciplined and being very mindful of what you put inside of your body. But you just have to have the awareness and the knowledge and know that, okay, you're trying to avoid dead foods, you're trying to avoid processed foods, and you're trying to incorporate more fresh foods and, you know, fresh living foods into your body, you know, and taking the necessary precaution like removing the pesticide off of your fruits. You just gotta apply that self-love. Love yourself enough to do what you gotta do. Like, I know people right now that's eating a whole bunch of trash because they claim that healthy food is too expensive. See, because that's your perception. So you see, within your consciousness already, you're not even like, how you gonna win when you're not right within? Money is just currency, it's a concept. So I don't value money over my health. Yeah, apply that self-love. Apply that self-love. And be disciplined. So to be
sometimes you just gotta cut people off, bro, because they be mad at you for having shine. You feel me? Straight up, you just gotta let them go. Like, excuse me, let me shine my light. You being dim. Sometimes you just gotta cut.
Oceans lead to other galaxies because water is in the cosmos. The space is water. All right, water is space. It's the same thing. So the ocean would be like a quick route. So like, okay, if you're on this planet of Planet Kai right now, say you wanted to go, like, this is how we used to use the ocean back in the day before they invaded us, so you can know what the ocean was really for, other than not just drinking, right? It worked as a particle generator and an antimatter machine too, which it still works this way. This is why they don't want us in the fucking oceans, and we've never been in the oceans. No, we haven't. Yo ass ain't been in the ocean no day in your life about to roll the yacht. That's the most ocean you done deep. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never in no scuba diving all under the ocean. You don't know what's going on under there. But I'm telling you, so.
Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You got something from it. Alright. I'm saying peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you take care of yourself. If the weather is nice, please get outside and get some of that sunlight. Alright, man. For real. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.